have here make justice a reality.
Close? Real close. Y'all can hear me? No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us and his love is perfected in us. 1 John 4:12. I speak for the hopeless. I speak for the hurt. I speak for those who feel low as dirt. I speak for the dead, those who stood up for his law and died for life. So I speak for the slaves and the owners, apologetic and those still being murdered because of skin. I refuse to have my kin killed by 12. Pop said he'd rather be judged by 12. I speak for the black woman who is more defined by her hair than her degree. For the black man who beat the odds yet is still considered 3/5, I speak. I speak for the Tex-Mex. Como se dice acceptance? Porque yo no sé if we've learned to do that yet. Let's learn love language. Yo quiero mucho mi corazón, no hablo odio. I speak for the Native American who lives in the res and knows nothing outside of the res, who's forced to live in a desert because founders from half of my ancestry were selfish and decided to try and fix a system that wasn't even broken. I stand here and say these things unknown if my voice is even being heard, because no one likes the truth, which is funny, because no one likes being lied to. See, the truth is for the brave, and I speak for the weak because their voice is rarely heard. And it's hard for me to speak. It's hard for me to say that I promise you my brothers fear for their lives more and more every day, more than someone might fear them or feel threatened by them in their royalty presence. Screaming, this boy is autistic. Please listen to my heart. Let these words be the colors so painting I may start. I'm artistic and I don't want to be shot. Yelling what should already be embedded in their hard drive, but yet equality is still loading. I stand here and say these things. I can't even speak. I can't even talk. I'm at a loss for words because my dad went for a walk in the neighborhood where he pays his bills and keeps up with his taxes, where he works 3 jobs to ensure we have a roof to cover up our backs. And I fear one day he may not come back because he's mistaken with a weapon in his hand when all it was Skittles and a statement that says, I demand respect, I demand equality. Then we go on home to the comfort of our own bed. We lay and tweet another hashtag, rest in peace out in Sterling. I'm sorry you're now dead. But then another unarmed man dies again next week, but this time he could be your dad. Tell me, then would you feel weak? That you're trying to earn him justice and become PO'd, everyone else is doing just less. Or will you take a stand and show them how great of a man he was to you, and how you miss when he used to show you how to hoop and dribble a ball? But I can't take it anymore, because I refuse to have any of my family members murdered by a recipient of the 911 call. I refuse to have my kin murdered by the streets. I can't even speak. I have to take action. I have to stand up here and show y'all no matter how weak my legs may be, I have to walk towards rights. Acknowledging that racism is still alive and Eric Garner is only a fraction. All we want to hear is a confession. Admit we have a problem. Admit that racism is still alive and stereotypes are in our everyday lives. Only then will we reach peace. But without that, we can't reach peace without looking above, without looking on the inside. Love, God. Love sees my spirit. Love kills no body, no soul. No, I cannot control what color is on my skin. See, color was not chosen, but color has become a poison. And once again, we have the antidote, but we won't even give the proper diagnosis, so they're withdrawing the dosage. Withdrawing my First Amendment right. I can't even talk. I have to walk. I can't even walk. I have to run this way of life. Yes, I have to run. Because I refuse to see another innocent person killed by someone with a gun. So they can take my eyes. Take my eyes. I don't need eyes to see love. Take my voice. I don't need a voice to be heard. They've got the chains, but we can break free and use them to finally link up. We have to make justice a reality because our lives have become a fatality, just seen as another story when the goriness of the tragedy has people looking at half of me as evil and the other half as animals. The answer is love. Always has been, always will be. So hold on tight to that love you have because someone who lacks love may not feel me. We have to spread love and joy and peace of mind as you stand here and hear this peace of mind. Knowing love is the only answer to the problems we see. And only when we seek to love one another, only then will we all finally be free. Thank you.